Well, inmates, I have reached the end of Animal Farm, and as predicted, the situation had changed dramatically. There was nothing on the wall now except a single commandment. It ran, "All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others." After this it did not seem strange when next day the pigs who were supervising the work of the farm all carried whips in their trotters. It did not seem strange to learn that the pigs had bought themselves a wireless set and were arranging to install a telephone. It did not seem strange when Napoleon was seen strolling in the farmhouse garden with a pipe in his mouth. No, not even when the pigs took Mr. Jones's clothes out of the wardrobes and put him on, Napoleon himself appearing in a black coat, ratcatcher breeches, and leather leggings, while his favorite sow appeared in the watered silk dress which Mrs. Jones had been used to wear on Sundays. Napoleon was only now for the first time announcing it, that the name, Animal Farm, had been abolished. Henceforward the farm was to be known as the Manor Farm, which, he believed, was its correct and original name. "Gentlemen," concluded Napoleon, "I will give you the same toast as before, but in a different form. Fill your glasses to the brim. Gentlemen, here is my toast, to the prosperity of the Manor Farm." There was the same hearty cheering as before, and the mugs were emptied to the dregs. But as the animals outside gazed at the scene, it seemed to them that some strange thing was happening. What was it that had altered in the faces of the pigs? Then, the applause having come to an end, the company took up their cards and continued the game that had been interrupted, and the animals crept silent away. But they had not gone 20 yards when they stopped short. An uproar of voices was coming from the farmhouse. They rushed back and looked through the window again. Yes, a violent quarrel was in progress. There were shoutings, bangings on the table, sharp suspicious glances, furious denials. The source of the trouble appeared to be that Napoleon and Mr. Pilkington had each played an ace of spades simultaneously. 12 voices were shouting in anger, and they were all alike. No question, now, what had happened to the faces of the pigs. The creatures outside looked from pig to man, and from man to pig, and from pig to man again, but already it was impossible to say which was which. So, what do we conclude? Napoleon and his fellow pigs perverted the democratic process. The relevance of the book, Animal Farm, symbolizes power, and one of the most powerful aspects of the story is its powerful critique of the historical and contemporary dangers of tyranny and governance. One of its most powerful insights is how revolutions can end up replicating and duplicating the very systems they sought to overthrow. And ultimately the only ones who really benefit are those in power. Now we know this looks and sounds familiar to all of us.
Good day, my name is Squealer, and I am Napoleon's official spokespig. Of course, you do all realize that running Animal Farm is a very mind-intensive exercise, so it is important that our leader, Napoleon, is kept in an appropriate manner, to which he is accustomed. He sleeps in a bed, and is our leader. And he is the founder of animalism. And the statement, 4 legs, good, 2 legs, better, applies wholeheartedly to him. And he is entitled to all of the extra milk and apples from the farm to keep him in peak condition for running the farm. The term, good thankfulness, certainly applies to him, and his security details of dogs are charged with protecting him against the enemy, which is Snowball. So, comrades, let's go forward together, and when you are sleeping in your barn at night, on the straw, be thankful that he is able to sleep on the bed, on a mattress in a warm house. It is his just reward for what he does. And always remember the slogan. All animals are equal. But some animals are more equal than others. Onward, comrades!